Good morning. As soon as I left the lookout and it started raining, it's just kind of light right now, but like 3 miles from here, or 2.5 or something like that, is the shelter I was originally aiming for, which is Winturi or something like that. So I might poke in there. There's probably everybody sleeping. But a total of like 6.5 miles from here is a road crossing where there's a farm, and I'm gonna chill there for probably an hour and get some farm fresh breakfast items and stuff. And then we'll continue from there. It didn't rain at all last night, I don't think. And rain right now is not in the forecast, so I don't know what it's doing. But somewhere this afternoon, like between 3 o'clock or something like that, is when the rain's supposed to start, and then it's supposed to rain continuously for like the next 36 hours or something like that, for when we start getting the remnants of the hurricane and all that stuff coming across. So hopefully this goes away shortly, and most of the day of walking should be rain-free. Alright, made it to the Winturi shelter, 1/4 mile. We'll stop in here for just a minute. Okay, we're back on trail, out of the shelter. There was a couple people in there just waking up, and you know, I didn't want to film around them and stuff. But it was a small, typical, basic shelter with like room for 6 or so on the inside. And I just topped up on water, and off I go. I think from here it's a little less than 4 miles to where we're gonna have breakfast. But they don't open until 10, and I think it's only like 8, so I think I'm a little ahead of schedule. So I may just have to kind of slow my pace down and just kind of slow roll it into there. Just kind of wish this rain would stop. But it's still raining. Well, the rain's just about stopped. And I got about a mile left to the road where we can get some breakfast. And starting the final downhill. I'm still a little bit early, but it's not too bad. I might be like 10 or 15 minutes early before they open. There we go. We're breaking out of the woods. There's the road just down there. On the Edge farm stand, I think is what it's called. And we'll be there in a little bit, but we're still early, so we'll have to chill. Alright, this is our destination, On the Edge farm. Looks like there's somewhere to sit, at least maybe up there. We'll just wait for it to open. Here's what we got. We got some pastries and some drinks. Alright, that was a very nice stop at the On the Edge farm. It's definitely worth dropping into. It's only like 0.1 or 0.2 off the trail. So now we're heading back. We double checked distances. It's only 8.5 miles to our destination shelter for the night, which I think was Thistle Hill. And there was another shelter in between there that we could hit up before, and it was, at one point it was an official shelter, but the AT was rerouted around it, so now it's like 0.4 off trail, and it's on private property, but you can still stay there or something like that. I don't think I'm gonna go check that one out because it's like 0.4 off trail, so I'll probably just skip past it, but we'll be back on trail here shortly. Alright, back on trail, disappearing into the woods, and this says Thistle Hill is 9 miles, so I think it's closer to 8.5. So, off we go. I think it'll be a lot of ups and downs again today, is what it looked like. I think we're just about at the top of the first hill. And yeah, there's going to be a bit of these ups and downs. It's been steep, kind of wears you out. And it's hot and it's humid. At least the sun's out for a little bit. I think rain's still in the forecast for this afternoon. We might be able to beat it. Get to the shelter on time before it starts really raining. I popped out of the woods for a second. Road crossing. Now we got Thistle Hill Shelter 6.4. Slowly getting there. Yeah, more ups and downs predicted for today. The sun is out beautifully. I know this probably doesn't seem like it on film, but more steep, very steep. At least the trail has been really nice. It's not too bad with the roots or the rocks or anything. It's just you get these steep ups. The downhills have been nice, but at least they're not too like tall or anything. They're just short and steep. But it wears you down, especially when it's hot and humid like it is kind of. Alright, we got a road and a stream crossing, and right across the way we got a bucket that says share the magic, so let's see if we actually got anything in here. Grab my phone. Yeah, let's see if I can hop this without falling in. Oh yeah, we got something. We got something. Let's see what we got. We got empties in this one. We got fulls in this one. Orange soda. Orange soda. We got root beer. And we got Pepsis. Cool. We'll get a little drink, I think. Okay, time to get back on trail. Cloudland Road is the next road crossing. Thistle Hill Shelter 4.1. That's our destination for tonight. I'm liking these shorter days. Yeah, no more 20-mile days. Don't need to do those anymore. And back up we go. You had cell service for a bit where I was sitting with the grasshoppers. I was double checking the weather. It's 81 degrees out here right now, and it's so hot and humid. Just because it's had so much rain, cloudy, it's just 100% humidity. And I'm picking up my cold weather gear. I guess it would be maybe the day after tomorrow on my 0 day probably. It's getting shipped to the post office in town. So I'll talk a little bit about how I think when I mailed myself a resupply package at Neal's Gap Mountain Crossings, I talked about how kind of how to ship yourself a resupply package. I've only ever done that the one time. And then when I packed up my cold weather gear, I sent it back to my sister who's watching my house. And then she mailed it back to me, and it's going to meet me at the post office at Hanover. So I'll kind of talk a little bit about how to ship yourself something to general delivery at the post office. But anyway, it's hard to think about needing my cold weather gear. I know that the whites are coming up, and everybody says you need them for that, but it's 81 degrees out here, man. It is still summertime, and the whites are like a week away. So we'll see when we get there. But I'll have my coats and all that if I need them. Here's the split off for the Cloudland Shelter. We're going to skip it because it's a 0.4 off trail. I think I mentioned, but it's not an official shelter anymore. It used to be, because I guess the AT routed a lot closer to it. But now the AT is in its current location, and that Cloudland Shelter is on private property. I guess you can still use it as a shelter, but it's no longer official. So we're kind of in the time frame where afternoon scattered showers are going to start happening. So now I'm just kind of pushing towards the shelter. And I think we're about 1.5 miles away. So I'm just going to kind of speed walk it, see if I can get there real quick. Here we go. Thistle Hill Shelter, 0.1. I think it's closer to a 0.2 off trail, actually. This is home for the night. And we've beaten the weather. It's gotten darker, and it feels like, you know, weather's about to roll in. And in the forecast, it's kind of like 50% chance of rain, 50% chance of rain, you know, all through the night and stuff. So it's like once it does start raining, it's going to be raining for like the next 48 hours as this whole hurricane storm system kind of blows through. But I guess we'll see mostly what that looks like tomorrow. There it is. Sounds like there's a number of people here already. Let's see if we can get a spot somewhere. Alright, I'm settled into the shelter. I got one of the corner spots. More hikers are starting to show up, so I think it's going to be kind of crowded in here tonight. And also the weather's kind of slowly starting to roll in, I think. I can hear raindrops every once in a while. But so I'm expecting a full house, and it's nice getting here early, just snacking on stuff, catching back up on video editing and that kind of thing. So I'm going to keep that going, get dinner going, and I'm probably just going to sign off in this clip. And just get settled in for the night and pack them in. So, yeah, tomorrow's going to be the last push to Hanover, and so that'll be cool. We'll see how much weather we actually get. We're just probably going to rain all day tomorrow, so I'll go ahead and sign off here. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys. Good morning. I think we survived the hurricane. It kind of looks like the worst of it was just whatever happened last night, which was a bit of rain. It wasn't severe or anything, but it was more than light rain. And then just some gusty winds every once in a while, only gusting up to like 25 miles an hour. It wasn't even that bad. All the projected models of the hurricane had it hitting like Connecticut and then going straight north up through Vermont and stuff. But as soon as it touched land, it hooked 90 degrees to the west. And right now the eye of the storm is sitting over like New Jersey and stuff. So New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, all those guys are gonna get like just pounded on with rain. But everything north of there is fine. There's no rain in the forecast until like noon or something like that, and even then it's back to like 30% chance of rain and stuff. So it is possible we can make it all the way to town without getting rained on. So that'll be interesting. I hope everybody else on the trail is safe though in all those other areas. But today we're just making our straight shot. It's over 14 miles. Getting into Hanover, which Hanover is not in Vermont. Hanover is in New Hampshire, so we're crossing the border too today. And we've got hotel reservations, and we're taking a 0 tomorrow. So I'll just hike these very nice miles. There's a mama bear and cubs right there. At least, yeah, they're running away. I heard something and I was like, what? Oh, they're making a heck of a lot of noise. Yeah, I'm gonna keep moving. That was at least one cub in the tree and the mama as well. So we'll call that 2 more bears. Wow. Alright, so I saw these tubes yesterday, but I didn't mention it or film it, but somebody's got to help me out here. What are these for? Strung across all the trees. They don't look like they're tapped into the trees. Like, are we collecting sap? Are we collecting maple syrup? What's going on here? Inquiring minds need to know. Yeah, here's some more of the tubes. Maybe I can get a close-up here. I think when I looked at them last time, they were like not tapped into the trees. They're just like wrapped, or just wrapped around. Yeah, they're not plugged into the trees, but they're definitely a tube, and they're going somewhere. So somebody knows what's going on here. It's all over the place. Well, so far the terrain's been pretty good. Just mild, very mild ups and downs. Way better than what it was yesterday. But the mosquitoes are out in full force. Mosquitoes are out by the hundreds of thousands. It's really bad right now. Now we're walking through the small town of Hartford. We'll be crossing over the White River in a minute. And then up the hill there a little bit is the interstate. That's I-89. We'll be crossing that as well. There's the White River. There's the crossing for I-89. Alright, I'm just passing the trailhead, coming back into the woods. And we have a sign that says the Connecticut River is 8.7. That is the border crossing between Vermont and New Hampshire. And right here, there was a guy dropping off some other hikers, just disappeared into the woods ahead of me. And as I was coming up on him, he was like, "Hey, you want a Coke or a Gatorade or something?" So I'm like, Gatorade sounds awesome right now. So I've got an extra drink. Probably be chugging that as we do this big uphill out of town. And I think the next shelter is Happy Hill, and I think we'll stop there, and it's about 3 miles or so from here. Happy Hill shelter in a mile. We're getting there. There we are, Happy Hill shelter. This is a cool looking little thing. Happy Hill. Oh, it's a double bunk too. Get up on the top. Alright, I'm gonna take a break here, get some snacks and stuff. Break is complete. Back on trail. Looking ahead, we got a total of 6 miles till we're at the hotel. It's 3.5 miles of still in the woods, and then we'll be breaking out into town Norwich. And then from there, it's just road walking for 2.5 miles. Across the bridge, across the states, and then we'll be in Hanover. Not too much further. Every town has an Elm Street. Alright, here we are, out of the woods, starting the road walk. I think it was about a 2.5 mile road walk from here. First we'll pop into the main area of Norwich, then a river crossing, then we'll be in Hanover. Alright, we're now crossing the Connecticut River, and everything in front of us is New Hampshire. And there's a certain symbol I'm looking for that I know about. It should be on this pillar. There we are. Leaving Vermont, going to New Hampshire. Gonna take a picture. Here's the main green of Dartmouth College. This is definitely a college town. And then there's where we're staying. There's our hotel. Now we're all checked in. I gotta take care of all the usual. The one thing that's kind of funny is there's no laundry services here, and there's no laundromats or nothing in town, so I gotta do bathtub laundry in the nice hotel. But I think there's food options around, and there's a restaurant in the hotel if I want to ritz it up. I don't know. I think there's even a bar or something here, so I gotta get it cleaned up and stuff first. I'll check back in later. And now I'm feeling a little more cleaned up. I'm sitting in a ridiculously oversized bathrobe, and I think I'm gonna head down. There's a restaurant here. I might just go downstairs to the restaurant and see what they got here locally. I'm testing the Wi-Fi to see what their video uploading capabilities are. And I think I have just barely enough clothes to be semi-decent as we head down that way. But like all my stuff is just filthy, wet, mildew, gross over the last couple of days of just constantly being super humid and wet. So I can't believe they don't have guest laundry here, but I'm gonna have to work on that after I eat, just wash everything. So I'll check back in when we're looking for some food. I think I'm just gonna go out and try to eat here. Back from dinner, back in the hotel, just lounging around, very comfy, very tired, very full. And what I need to do is bathtub laundry, so I think I'm gonna go attack that so I can get stuff started to dry. And then I'll probably just crash early and then worry about all the logistical planning and everything else tomorrow. So I'm gonna work on that stuff. I'm probably just gonna sign off here. It's been a long day. It's rained a little bit, but that's kind of stopped already. But we had a good rain for about an hour or so, kind of while I was eating. But I think after this, the weather's supposed to clear up and it's supposed to be sunny. So we'll see about that. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. We're going to do our 0 day tomorrow. And then the next day after, we start hiking through New Hampshire. So we'll see you next time.